The majority caucus in Parliament has reiterated a claim made by Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Barwumia 2 days ago about a 7 billion Ghana cedi arrears not accounted for by the previous government. Addressing the media, the chairman of the Finance Committee, Dr. Mark Asibey Yeboah, said when the previous government entered into negotiations with the IMF, full disclosure of the data was not made available to the House. Hence, there is lack of data transparency.
Budget deficit minus the 7 billion stood at 9.5% of GDP. If you put this one, you add this on, then you are going to do about 11.5% budget deficit. That's not good. Under the IMF program, we're not supposed to accumulate arrears. So I'm thinking the government was hiding this from Ghanaians and from the fund. Because if you accumulated an arrears, then there were penalties, and then disbursements would not be made. So they concealed this, not only from us, but also from the fund. Thankfully, the fund is coming to town. They are already in town. They will interrogate these issues. We are under a 3-year program. It still holds. And so now, full disclosure. Data is reported by the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance. Now, if the data sits at the Finance Ministry, how on earth is the IMF supposed to know? How are we supposed to know? That means you are concealing the data. It's sitting in the books of Finance Ministry. Publish the data, because the minister comes to give the budget. He comes with a supplementary budget. Anytime he comes, he has to disclose fully the outstanding. So you'll recall that lately we were told that our total debt was 119 billion. Add the 7 billion, where do we get to? 126. Okay? There are consequences for debt repayment. This 7 billion is not going to go away. We have to repay. Once their superiors were there, they were happy to conceal the data. Now that their former bosses left, now they are telling us that there's this outstanding 7 billion. And these are, some of them are unpaid arrears from 2016. It even includes judgment debt. You have judgment debt of about 482 million and statutory payments and more. So these are actual monies, and they haven't denied that. The NDC haven't denied that the 7 billion exists. All that they are saying is that the 7 billion existed, but it was at the Ministry of Finance. Is that how we run the economy?